So you're saying you can one time get caught for sending dick pics, but the second time you take dick pics, that's it. That's the limit.
Well, I'm not a dick pic aficionado, but all I know is that you probably should not send dick pics to somebody under the age of 18.
Oh, you know what? Don't send anything to anyone
Yeah.
under the age of 18.
Yeah.
You know what? That is no pictures of any kind to anyone under the age of 18.
Not if you send a dick pic to a woman who's like 52. It probably wouldn't be so delicious.
And you know what? At that point, 52-year-old women, they probably want to see your dick.
Exactly.
Yeah, they absolutely. It's like, I would love to see a dick
They
at this
probably don't
point.
even know if it's his dick, but
Right.
it's a dick.
Right. I haven't seen a dick in forever. That's what one of those looks like? This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Teddy, let me jump in front of you right here because I got one more politician, but we do have a new sponsor. Okay, so I want to get this out. We have the new sponsor we have is Perfect Shoe. Perfect Shoe is perfect for anyone that wears shoes. The Perfect Shoe has a non-lethal, cushioned insole made from the finest trifluoride chlorine in the world. Its slightly dangersome uppers are considered wearable throughout Africa and nearly all third world countries. The soles were designed in the prestigious Laboratory de Libya. Go to perfectshoe.com to get yours today. And just a little disclaimer, do not look directly at Perfect Shoe. Do not put Perfect Shoe near any other shoe. It will become disgruntled. Do not wear Perfect Shoe for more than 5 minutes. It could result in swelling or bleeding from the toes, loss of genital hair, painful discharge from the ears, nose, and fingertips. Perfect Shoes is not responsible for homicidal rages, the strong and sudden urge to hunt and kill family members, or any accidental or intentional stabbings. Try Perfect Shoe today. Coming soon, perfect pants, perfect shirt, and perfect underwear. All right. Wow. You know what? That sounds good. You know, and we get samples of everything. So as soon as we get this, Teddy, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to let you know, and you can be the first one to try these things.
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm on board.
All right. Awesome. One more politician, and I know this chick. I'm almost positive this chick doesn't have a job. Sarah Palin.
Yeah, I think she's a little bit, obviously, after her failed attempt as vice president for John McCain.
It's hard not to laugh. You just automatically laugh when you hear Sarah Palin.
If we could pick the
vice president, you laugh.
I'm running for president, and yes, I'm picking Adolf Hitler's granddaughter. I mean, can you just make it any worse than that? I mean, I get it. You need some diversity, some variety, but I think she was just such a raving lunatic that no reasonable person, as with most politicians, when you just hear her open her mouth and speak, it's just such a turnoff. Even if she says something that you agree with, just her presentation is so off-putting that I think whoever did the vetting process on her should be fired.
No, you know who did.
Should be
so
fired.
They're in a room full of guys, right? They're like, we need a chick, and it's like, oh man, Sarah Palin, she has got some nice cans. You're just like, she's stupid as a box of rocks. Yeah, but did you? I mean, you saw her cans, right? Yeah, she's gonna look good up there. We just don't have her talk.
I think she was a sportscaster in Anchorage, Alaska, or in Alaska before her.
I believe it's sport,
Yeah.
right? They have one sport, right? It's gotta be like what, downhill skiing.
No,
curling.
sled dog
There you
racing.
go, sled.
Because it's Alaska.
I like that. You know what the funny thing about Palin is? She actually likes Mike Pence, who cannot be in a room with another woman by himself, and Dick Cheney, who literally went hunting, shot a guy in the face, right? Look like better candidates. So you got to love that.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
All right. What else you got on that long, beautiful list, Teddy? Because we're hitting home runs here. These are all home runs. Oh, by the way, don't forget, guys, hit us up on all our social media and tell us if you think any of these are good ideas, because we're sending out feelers to all these people.
So a counterintuitive choice. I picked Joel Osteen, and I picked Tony Robbins, and I put them I put them in the same bucket because they're not idiots per se, but basically they just tell a lot of feel good stories. For example, Joel Osteen, he's sort of like a motivational speaker with a lot of biblical, with a biblical, theme to it. And obviously Tony Robbins says a lot of obvious stuff that we all know. For example, hey, be a better person. You're a lion, not a sheep.
Be a better person. Hey, you're stupid. You know what the best thing to do? Stop being stupid. All right.
Exactly. And for some reason, people will pay $5,000 to attend their seminars, and it's just really weird. It's weird to me.
Okay, so Teddy, here's what I like. Both those guys make a ton of dough, right?
I mean, beyond a ton of dough. beyond a ton of dough.
That's the thing we're missing right now.
Yeah.
So that would be perfect,
I mean,
because
guys,
if we could be millionaires, we wouldn't have to do this, and people wouldn't be subjected to this.
Folks, I'll give you all. I'll tell you everything Joel Osteen and Tony Robbins say for free. You don't have to pay me a dime. I'll tell you what. Are you a lion raised by lambs? Then you need to roar.
You know what? When you break it down, it does become almost so stupid. Motivational speakers, be aggressive. Don't take no for an answer.
And then they had the guy roaring in the audience. That's the best thing.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I swear to God, the guy. He goes, you're a lion. You're not a lamb. I need to hear you roar. And they had the guy. He had a grown man in his 40s roaring in front of everybody. The guy who just paid $5,000 to Tony Robbins seminar.
Oh man, that is great. You just paid $5,000 to humiliate yourself.
Exactly, to emasculate yourself in front of your wife and complete strangers. Yes.
Wow, dude, I love. Listen, we could turn this into motivational speaking, right?
Sure.
Don't take no for an answer. If you walk up to a woman and you're just like, "Hey man, I want to slap that sweet ass," she said, "No, I'm not going to do that." Do it anyway. Be a lion.
But unfortunately, in the real world, if you're a lion,
so the great white hunter is going to shoot you in the head, and you'll be hanging up in somebody's wall.
Yeah, you'll be in prison because there's consequences.
Lions don't go to prison, Ted.
Yeah.
Lions get shot. Yeah,
the lions are in the Serengeti, not in civilized society. So.
Okay, I like that. So while we're on the subject, we just talked about Sarah Palin. What about? And here's the voice we don't have. We don't have a woman's voice in here. Okay? We don't have a woman's voice.
We need that voice.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Excuse me. So here's what I was thinking. And I'm just throwing this out. Again, I'm looking for people that don't have a job, right? And somebody would be interested. So if I send this out.
Someone who has a lot of free time on their hands is what you're implying.
You don't even need. Listen to me. If you're listening to this and you're saying to yourself, I want to be an idiot, okay? So maybe Danny Bonaducci's listening to this right now. And he's like, listen, this is perfect. These guys need me. Okay, they're pretty idiotic, but they could take it to a different level. You get in touch with us.
But then he might be better than us, so we can't have him because then we'd have to kill him.
That's 100% not what we're doing, Ted. We want this to be great.
Oh,
Listen. I would not mind. Yes, I would. I would never play second fiddle to Danny Bonaducci. Okay, Danny, I'd like to rescind this right now. You are not, because he's a pro, right? He'd make us look stupid.
Yeah, Dan, I need you to sign this non-compete agreement. and pretend you're somehow less clever than us.
I want you to be about 3/4 as funny as you normally are, so Ted and I don't sound
I'm
too
going to have to
stupid.
try really hard.
Yeah. Listen, guys, it didn't work out. I tried to be as dumb as I could be, but you guys are just so stupid. So stupid and unfunny. I couldn't do it. It was impossible. Okay. I got an idea. This could be good. Ready? Roseanne Barr. All right. Now hold on. Let me set the table. Right? We start the show, right? And we give her an Ambien, right? And just let her go crazy, man. Whatever she says, just let her go crazy.
You know what? I've seen the Roseanne Barr show back in the day wasn't she married to John Goodman back in the day?
I think that was a TV show, Ted. That's TV's not real.
I thought they were married in real life.
No, she was married to some regular guy, and then she was married to Tom Arnold. She was
Tom Arnold
fucking around on her husband.
So that's another one.
Yeah.
Tom Arnold and the other
Tom
guy.
Arnold.
I don't differentiate between the two. Like it's like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. So it's like Tom Arnold and that other guy. I just don't.
I mean, John Goodman's a pretty good actor, and Tom Arnold's kind of doofus.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but yeah, he was.
Hold on a second. Let me just say this: Tom Arnold, if you want to be the third idiot, you'd be perfect, and you're not a doofus.
Yeah. So first, I've seen the Roseanne Barr show. It's been years, but honestly, a lot of screeching, a lot of sarcasm. It just sounds like just being with your wife.
Right. But you know that thing where she like went crazy and started tweeting or got on like a Facebook Live or I don't know YouTube or something. She and she started just getting super racist and everything. Yeah, that's what I say.
Did she get canceled?
Yeah. Remember they had that new show, right?
Okay.
And for some reason, she said she took an Ambien, but I think she just was herself, right? Accidentally. Right? She nobody wrote her a line, and she's like, "I'm just gonna be myself, and look at me, racism," and she just started going off. So, I think that would be funny though, right? I mean, not the racism part. That's not really funny, but her just being a total goof. I mean, all right. Forget it. All right, Roseanne on drugs, no good. You ready for this? Any Kardashian.
I'll be 100% honest with you. I'm so overdosed on the Kardashians. I've never heard the Kardashians speak. I've just seen pictures of them. You know, they got Kanye and Kim Kardashian's dating this Pete Davidson.
Ted, you're opening a wound here. I believe Kanye has moved on. I believe she is.
No, I think she's going to take a restraining order on him. I think like he's still trying to ingratiate himself into.
He hasn't gotten all the way into her ass.
Yeah,
he's gotten halfway through, and now he wants to get all the way in.
So the bottom line is, it's weird. Like she's dating this Pete Davidson, who I've seen him on SNL a couple times. Another guy. I don't think he's not funny at all to me. He's just like. It's just you know what's funny to me? That people think he's funny. That's what's funny to me.
Okay, so I just found this out about Pete Davidson today. He has been with Ariana Grande. Yeah. He's been with tons of hot chicks.
And he's a weird-looking dude.
He is. He is ugly as shit.
He's got those big bug eyes, and just he wears that stupid chain on his neck like he's a pimp. I mean, it's like there's just nothing attractive. I mean,
right.
I'm not gay or anything, but I'm just like for example, okay. Brad Pitt's a good-looking guy.
Yes,
George Clooney's a good-looking guy. Liam Hemsworth's a good-looking guy. Pete Davidson is an ugly dude.
Why does this always come back to hot guys? Can't we talk about chicks and big tits or something?
No, I'm just saying.
You always bring this back to hot guys.
You know why? Because if I was a hot chick, I wouldn't be attracted to Pete Davidson.
Okay. Listen, if this show goes on long enough, Ted will literally come in and he will be transgender. He will have a sex change.
Okay, let me put it this way. If I was a hot chick in a bar and the only guy in the bar was Pete Davidson, I'm going home and going with my vibrator.
Okay.
I don't care what Pete Davidson tells me.
And this is the advice to women who are going to run into Pete Davidson section.
And you know what? They're going to listen because...
No, they're not. Ariana Grande, isn't she super hot?
No.
She's not?
No.
Oh.
Mila Kunis, not hot. Ariana Grande, not hot. Not hot.
Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw her on a movie I just watched, and I'm pretty sure she was hot as hell.
Niet.
Oh, okay. I mean, she was in a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. But if you say Leonardo DiCaprio is hot, then you're
he's got the dad bod going on these days. But he's with some 24-year-old because he's Leonardo DiCaprio. But I mean, if we
wait, he's got a 24-year-old girlfriend?
Of course, he's like 47.
Wait, just because he's famous?
That's the only reason.
Ted, we need to be famous immediately. Yes. Okay, all right. So my thought was, we could get the mom from the Kardashians because she literally turned the greatest American athlete into a chick.
Actually, she looks better. She's a good-looking woman for a woman. Like what's her name? Chris.
She looks like a dude. She's nasty.
Kris Jenner? Is that her? Kris Jenner? What's her name? I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
I think she's dating a guy who's like 30 years younger than her too. But she doesn't look that bad.
And he's not dating her because she's rich.
I mean, probably so. But I mean, so there's Kim Kardashian, and then there's Khloe, and then
is Khloe the gross one?
Khloe's the one who's got like the baby.
She's the gross one.
No, she's the one who's got the baby with Tristan Thomas.
She's the one that just ruins basketball players' lives and careers.
Actually, James Harden went out with her, and he actually dumped her because he's like, I can't go with the Kardashian because it's poison. It's poison. You can't.
But at some point, he did. You can't dump somebody if you didn't go out with them.
No, he went out with her, but then he just said, I can't do this because it's too toxic.
Shit.
It's too toxic. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Wow. That is okay. Well. Okay, so let's go a whole different route. Caitlyn Jenner sits in the chair, right? And now the empty chair that the person who shall not be named sat in is right in between me and Ted. So let's imagine a Three Idiots podcast, a real Three Idiots podcast. Next week, Caitlyn Jenner sitting in between us, giving us driving tips.
So Caitlyn Jenner, who used to be known as Bruce Jenner, won the what is it? Not the triathlon, but not the biathlon, but the what's the one with the 10 sports?
The decathlon.
The decathlon, back in like 1970s, which is one of the hardest events to win in all of the Olympics.
Yeah. Teddy, I actually feel like it's illegal for you to say. So if someone gets their dick cut off and becomes a chick, or if they get their vagina filled in, I don't know how this works, and has a penis. I don't think you can even say their old name or anything that happened previous to that. You've actually, you know what? Folks, if you hear a beep, it's because we had to cut this. I don't know, what rules, federal statute or the statute of I can't believe you just did that and now I have to live with it and I can't even joke about it, whatever it is. But yeah, so Ted, let's. I
mean, I would just say Google Bruce Jenner before he became Caitlyn Jenner, and honestly, I gave the guy props because honestly, to win the decathlon is one of the toughest things in all of sport. I mean, to win 10 separate events.
Ted, here, I'll give you one thing that's tougher.
Wow.
Cutting your own dick off.
Ted, that's pretty tough.
Okay.
That's tough.
I can throw a javelin right now. I can throw a javelin.
Yeah.
I can't throw it far. I can high jump. It won't be very high.
Yeah.
But I am never. I can tell you this right now. I will never